Job 3. So, I guess after sitting with him for 7 days and 7 nights, Job breaks the silence. And he cursed the day of his birth. He wished that he wasn't born, that he was a stillborn, and so on and so forth. And when I read this, I had great empathy, and kind of like I feel the same way. Like, I wish that, you know, I seek the grave. I don't want to die like a hurt, like a painful death. I just want to go quietly in my sleep. But to me, like, living is pretty tiresome when I'm not with my family. Like, working is tiresome. It's a lot of conflict. It's a lot of like problems to solve all the time, and peace and quiet is not like there unless I'm with my family. And being with my family, there's conflict too, like conflict between my children. Sometimes they're really super nice to each other, sometimes they really get down each other's throat and like cause each other to yell and stuff like that. So living is a constant source of conflict to me. And similar to what Job said, I feel like people who are dead, they are asleep. Well, I guess the ones that are in Christ is the one who are asleep and at rest. And then they enjoy their ease. So the question is, why is light given to those in misery and life to the bitter of soul? So like, he's seeking death and he can't find it, pretty much is what he is saying. And this is not me. My life is much better than this. My life is like everything that I love, like way better than when I was growing. And so right here it says Job life is sighing has become his daily food, and groans pour out like water. But I do have the same thought as him in verse 25, that what I feared has come upon me and what I dreaded has happened to me. And because my life is, although there's a source of like conflict, my life has been like way better than what I experienced in the early part of my years. And but I fear that this happiness doesn't last, and there's that fear, there's that dread of something really bad going to happen and I lose what I have right now, and I'm thrown back into pretty much hell again, a living hell. And so right here, I can't say that Job's situation is mine, because he's experiencing something much more terrible, and he has no peace, no quietness, no rest, and only turmoil. But snippets of what he said I can understand with. And it's actually interesting because I feel like it's like, I was contemplating why babies cry when they first come out, and of course it's to like get their lungs, there's like physical factors, like medical factors. But in a spiritual matter, I think we all subconsciously know that we're not supposed to be here, in this fallen world at least. And so I think that's why we cry. But everyone cries, unless the one that die in stillbirth. But yeah, so I totally like kind of like what he wrote right here resonate, especially about the part of the dread and the fear of when you're living in good time, you don't know when it's going to be taken away from you.